Hello, hello, and happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome. I am Meredith. I am here with our message for the 24th of July, 2025. We're using Wonderland in Oz Tarot for our message today. We have the Sun in Leo. The Moon is currently in Cancer around 11:30 this time zone. It's going to shift into Leo. And then we have a new Moon in Leo at 3:11 this afternoon. We've got Saturn, Pluto, Neptune, and Mercury all retrograde. Let's see what's on offer to us in the energy atmosphere for today. Our first two cards are the Four of Swords, preparation. I know you all just went H. Well, some of you did. Anyway, we're preparing for something. This is rest, relax, take it easy. While things develop, there's more action to be taken. What's it paired with? Justice. Ooh, harmony, the card of harmony, and we're creating it. We talked a bit about this yesterday. We had the Lovers, we had the Devil card. We were making a harmonious choice and overcoming some of our traditional ways of thinking. Let's see what we've done with it, because we've moved into a preparatory state, a relaxed attitude. Yet we're willing to balance the scales, I feel, at almost any cost when it comes to the way that our ego rises in certain situations. You know those certain situations, the one we all love and consider and turn over and over and over again. Yeah, that'd be it. Oh, and look, here we go. Lovers again. We're still making choices. Heart-centered choices, though. This is all about our heart-mind coherence in harmony. So we've overcome something in the last 24 hours or so with ourselves. I feel like we had to have some kind of a let go that we weren't exactly comfortable with. We'll see. We'll see how this plays out. Right in the middle of the reading, we have the Hierophant. Yes, I think we're writing our own rule book here, and we're breaking with tradition. Whatever that is for each and every one of you, it's going to be unique. So the Hierophant, number 5, we have 5 and 6 out of the major arcana right here on the table. And, well, 3 out of 4 of them are major arcana, as a matter of fact. The Hierophant is about education. It's also traditional education, and there's a touch of that programming in there on this card because of what we learn, what we emulate from those around us, and how we pick up on the cues in our environment and begin to craft our own way of being out of what we're picking up on, right? And we can fall into a pattern, and the Hierophant gives us the opportunity to shake up the pattern. That's why I'm feeling like this is it's a message about writing your own rule book. Throw out the one you were handed or the one that you accepted and do a rewrite. That should be interesting. Next set, 3 cards. The first is 8 of Swords, the unshackling card. You know, in traditional tarot, you see a woman surrounded by swords. It's not a closed circle, but her hands are tied loosely, and she has a blindfold on. She can absolutely extract herself from this situation, and that's what I feel that we have done judiciously for ourselves over here with the Justice card. And we've done it with more ease and grace. I mean, look at the posture of the 4 of Swords here. It's a very relaxed pose. This is allowing, this is accepting. And while we're there, we're contemplating our options and our choices, and I don't sense we're going a traditional way. Therefore, we feel unleashed, set free, and that's the energy that's coming off this 8 of Swords. You're not in a mental trap. You've recognized a mental trap, and you're extracting yourself from it. You're shaking the chains off yourself. Ties that bind. Next in this lineup we have, there it is, Page of Swords. Not only are you shaking it off, you're cutting it away. Because there's the sword of truth. And it's brilliant clarity and everlasting strength. So I really like how we have the lion here on the Eight of Swords. There's the Strength lion right there. Hello, Leo. We certainly have plenty of Leo energy here on the table. Powerful, powerful. We've embraced our vulnerabilities, our sensitivities. We've accepted them as beautiful and wonderful aspects of ourselves. And we're not fighting for it. We're just choosing it, writing our own rule book, like I said. And those rules are pretty darn flexible. So there's the Page of Swords, and we're taking a new action when it comes to feeling stuck, trapped, shackled, whatever, in the way that we think, the way that we act, the things that we're doing. We're cutting all that away. Gorgeous. And the third one in this lineup is, look at that, Ten of Pentacles. You couldn't ask for a better card, because this is all about your legacy of happiness. And who's going to stand up for that but you? Who's going to limit you in this scenario except for you? Which is why we're taking a look at the choices that we've made, and we're challenging what's here with the Hierophant. This is excellent. Next we have another Eight of Pentacles. Keep doing what you're doing. It's absolutely working for you. Yeah, it is. Look at that, because you've set yourself free. You've liberated yourself from something. And you've cut away at it with the Sword of Truth to add to your legacy of happiness. All right, bottom of the deck, how's the universe helping us out behind the scenes? Our first card is Five of Wands. Great card, lots of passion, lots of fire. And this is you standing up for the changes that you're making for yourself. Oh, and the Five of Cups. Whoa. 3 5s on the table. 2 8s, 3 5s. That's pretty awesome. So the Five of Cups, we saw this one. I think we saw it yesterday. May have also been on the bottom of the deck, if I recall. Anyway, Five of Cups is a card of reverence for the change that we've made because of the journey that we have walked, the journey that we've taken. And we've gleaned a ton of life experience from that. And this card is always portrayed as something sorrowful in tarot. And while I can give credit to taking a pause in the moment and reflecting on, and retrogrades are great for reflecting on challenges, prior challenges, I feel like this is what's given us the momentum to unshackle ourselves. So this is a boost from the universe saying, here's the passion, here's the fire to make the change. Have reverence for and incorporate and integrate all the best of the experiences you've had, the good, the bad, the ugly, and turn it into your legacy of happiness. Nice. In the Knight of Swords, just in case. You didn't have enough momentum yourself. Here comes the Knight of Swords. This is our no muss, no fuss knight. And he knows how to wield that sword beautifully, and we'll cut away all the BS. And that's really what we're up to. We're cutting away BS for ourselves. I have the sense that many of us are simplifying situations and experiences. We're getting out of drama and we're kind of embracing the complexities to our highest and greatest good, because that Hierophant is here. We're ready to make change. Leo energy is great energy to make change in, because it's, loaded with fire. Any of the fire signs, really. Leo does it in a bit of a gregarious way, and I feel like there's a gregarious energy here running through the thread of this reading, and I say take advantage of that, folks. Next, look at this. So, Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. This is why we're after whatever it is uniquely for each and every one of us that could be perceived as a limit, and we're breaking through the limits. Four of Wands, happiest card, minor arcana. Super stable, super balanced. What is that? 3 5s on the table, 2 4s, 2 8s as well. Plenty of major arcanas to add to it. And then, what do we have? 2 Wands back again. A doorway of opportunity. And I think we are, as I said yesterday, on the road not taken very often. As a matter of fact, it's a road many of us have never walked, because we've decided to, Hierophant, blaze our own trail. We got sick of the BS. We got sick of the rhetoric. And perhaps we even got a little fed up with ourselves for doing certain things the same way all the time and discovering our limits within that. So trailblazing happening in the spirit of the Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands, as we meet a fork in the road and decide to blaze a trail. Go nuts. All right, what's after that? Look at that. Ace of Swords, brilliant clarity, everlasting strength. There's new opportunity, fresh experience to be had. So let's go for it, folks. Angel answers, put a question to the deck if you have one. If you don't, let it confirm the reading, or perhaps it'll just be a fresh message. First card. Nice. The whole deck wants to spill out. Peaceful resolution. And emphatic success. Plenty of opportunity with an emphatic yes. Gorgeous, right? That's incredible confirmation. If you've been waiting to launch, this is your moment. Seriously. There it is again. It's almost like that card just wants to find us. Listen to your intuition. I get a buzz in my hands sometimes when cards aren't exactly falling. I feel a tingle in my hands, and I know the next card when I stop shuffling is it. And that's kind of how that happened here. Listen to your intuition. Why wouldn't you? Look where it's brought you. Final word on today's reading from angels and ancestors. How is our soulful presence informing our waking consciousness? And we have the sun. How sweet. Enjoy success and happiness. Right underneath it, and I'm taking it, is the she-wolf. I love this card. Release the wild within. That's what happens when you throw out a rule book and start blazing your own trail. You're unshackled, you're liberated, and you're free. Have the best day ever, folks. Thank you so much for joining me. Peace, love, happiness. Namaste.